We are getting ready for another road trip. So of course, brewing the coffee. How do you know you're in Michigan in November? It snowed. It is still actually flurrying just a little bit as we're packing up the car. So we are going to be driving from Michigan to Philadelphia this time. We made it to Philadelphia, and of course we went to Wawa right away. We're from Pennsylvania, so of course we support the Philadelphia Eagles, and we got some hoagies. We settled into our 2-bedroom suite. It has a kitchen, and we started stocking it up for food for our stay here. Here is the 2nd bedroom and the living room. We picked up the kids from the airport. We drove, but they flew in. It's nice to be able to stay together. My daughter and son-in-law were in for a wedding. My daughter was actually a bridesmaid, so she had a lot of bridesmaids' duties. I took my daughter and son-in-law to the Penrose Restaurant Diner. It is an iconic place to go if you're in South Philly. It is across the way from Kindy's Christmas Factory Outlet. It has a large menu of items to choose from.
No, here, look.
Of course, I'm wearing my Penn State hoodie, and my daughter and son-in-law are also representing with Penn State and Eagles.
Looks like cream cheese. That might be
butter.
Butter. Nice and whipped.
Syrup and rye toast.
Omelet Philly.
I got the veggie omelet. I like to do low carb, so I substitute the sliced tomatoes for the home fries, although I miss the home fries. The bacon was delicious. My son-in-law enjoyed his pancakes, and my daughter enjoyed her hash browns along with her Philly omelet. My daughter and I had some free time, so we were able to go out thrifting. That will all be on my 2nd channel, Left Lane Finds. I headed off to Love Park as we were waiting to pick them up after the reception. I realized because the wedding was at the Franklin Institute that they would be able to walk to Love Park and meet me there. There's City Hall, all lit up for the holidays. That is an iconic building in Philadelphia.
You're recording.
I was trying to take a picture, but I actually did a recording, but here's the picture. We're not sure what country, but nobody's over there to talk to us.
I didn't know what this was.
Poland. That's Poland.
Oh, it's Poland. Not only is the suburban station right at the corner of Love Park, but so is this pop-up beer garden called Uptown. There is always so much to do and see during the holidays or any other time in Philadelphia. My husband and I wanted to take my son-in-law to Nifty 50s. It is an iconic 50s themed restaurant. We have been coming to this restaurant for over 35 years. It is fun for the family and kids. The milkshakes are to die for. Of course, we got milkshakes. And we got iconic cheesesteaks. I got a chicken cheesesteak with mushrooms. Between the three of us, we shared some fries. My daughter was too busy with her bridesmaid duties and couldn't come along. She has been here a bunch of times, but now her husband got to experience it also. My husband got a traditional cheesesteak, and my son-in-law got a Leo special, which is one of my favorites to order. If you're in the suburbs of Philadelphia, you have to go to Nifty Fifties. A day or so later, we went to the Springfield Mall, and of course, we went to Tony Luke's. We couldn't go to the one that was located in South Philly, so we went to the next closest version of it. And what do you think we ordered there? Of course, we got traditional cheesesteaks. Look how large they are. And they were delicious. Well, in the mall, I was up on the second story and I took a picture of them all on their phones while they were at the table. Of course, my daughter always knows when I'm taking pictures of her, and she looked up. And then we got everybody's attention except for my husband. If you've ever been in a two-story Target, they have these carts that ride up the escalators. But whatever you do, do not let your kids ride up in those carts. That's dangerous. We also went to Media, which was something of an iconic hangout for my husband and myself, but of course my kids have not seen it before. And so we walked all over town, look at the iconic buildings and the architecture. We went up to the courthouse where they were flying the Pennsylvania flag. Here is the courthouse. You're going to want to pause the video and read what this sign says. The architecture of these buildings is historic because they are made of brick and stone and they stay around for a very long time. Media, Pennsylvania is a really small town, but I highly suggest you go and visit it. We stopped in at a local store just to look around and see what we could find. This was originally a Woolworths. Do you guys remember that store? Now it's called Deals, and it's kind of like a general store. I bought a bunch of fun socks. It was such a beautiful day, we just kept walking around town. And then we saw the trolley. The trolley runs from Media, Pennsylvania down to Philadelphia. I just love all of these historic buildings. Trader Joe's now occupies the infantry building. Look at this beautiful elementary school. They also have a local theater. My friend and I have gone in and seen plays there. Here's another look at the architecture of the school. The trees are just so beautiful here in November. Media, Pennsylvania is just a small little town in Delaware County. It is worth checking out if you're in the area. There are beautiful homes and businesses and murals. I really appreciate the design elements. And there's a little bit of history. This is a monument to the soldiers and sailors of Delaware County. For back during the Civil War, This is a time capsule that is supposed to be opened up in 2032. Here comes the trolley. Got to stop for the red light. There are a lot of good restaurants and bars. And this reminded me of the French Quarter down in Louisiana. An old night depository box. We headed up to Off the Rail Bar and Grill, up to the second story, where we could have adult beverages and catch up on some of the sports. I'm not a big sports fan, but I do support my teams. I saw this sign in Wawa. It looks like they have really good benefits for working there. Thanks for watching.